Long, long ago, in a land far, far away, on the banks of a great river, there was a town called Hamelin. The citizens of Hamelin were simple and sincere. They were also honest and hardworking. Over time, the town grew very rich. Hamelin had a mayor who was fat and lazy. The councillors were also an idle lot. All day long, they simply sat around and flattered the mayor. The councillors had no time to do any work. There was nobody to check on the municipal workers. All the work of the municipal corporation suffered. Since the garbage collectors played truant, a lot of garbage piled up. To start with, the people tried to keep cleanliness. They swept the dirt off to their backyards. Their backyards were soon full of dirt. When it rained, the garbage got wet and started stinking. The people were helpless. What can we do if nobody picks the garbage? They wondered. We cannot do everybody's job. Slowly they too lost interest. They started throwing garbage around. They even started littering the streets with garbage. Who do you think was happy with this? The rats of Hamelin had a field day. They had a lot of food and a lot of places to hide. They grew fat and large and multiplied. To start with, they stayed in the garbage heap. Then they started entering people's homes. They ate up anything and everything they could find. One day, a rat peeped out of its hole. "Eee!" cried a small girl who was eating. She dropped her cake and ran away. The rat had a fine meal. The other rats learned the trick too. All of them tried to frighten young children in order to eat good food. They were only afraid of the cats and dogs. But one day, many rats found themselves with a lone kitten. They attacked it together and killed it. Soon, the rats lost their fear. They roamed around everywhere in broad daylight. Even at night, nobody could sleep well because of their antics. The people tried trapping the rats, but their rat traps were too small and few for the large number of huge rats. They went together to the mayor and asked him to do something. The mayor set up a special committee with himself as chairman. For hours on end, the committee was in session, but it could not come up with any solution. The mayor was looking for an easy way out. "We can do nothing without help," he declared. The councillors had no ideas either. So the people returned shaking their heads. "What can we do that the mayor himself can't?" they asked each other. The rat menace kept growing. One day, a strange man appeared. He was short and thin and had a beaky nose. He wore colorful clothes and a funny pointed cap. He carried balloons of all colors of the rainbow: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. The children loved him and flocked around him. One child tried to snatch a balloon. "No," he said sternly. "If you want something, ask for it. If it is not available free, be ready to pay for it." "I'm sorry," said the child. "May I have a balloon, please?" "Of course," he said, handing over a maroon balloon. Soon, all the children had a balloon each of vivid colors. Then he plucked out a golden pipe from his waistband. The children stared at it. It was so beautiful. He started playing on it. The tune was so enchanting, the children were entranced. They started dancing merrily. But soon it was evening and the children had to go home. As the children left, the piper chose a shady tree and sat below it. The mayor, who was strolling along with his councillors, saw this strange man. "Who are you?" he demanded haughtily. "I am the Pied Piper," replied the piper. "I know the way to entice birds and animals by playing my pipe. I have just freed Tartary from a huge swarm of gnats." "Oh!" exclaimed the mayor, suddenly interested. "Can you free my town from rats?" "Of course, but will you pay me 1,000 gold coins?" "No problem," said the mayor. "I would be ready to pay you 50,000 if you wish." "Okay, I'll do your work tomorrow. Keep the coins ready." The mayor and the councillors moved along. "Where will we get 50,000 gold coins?" asked a councillor. "He will never be able to do it," retorted the mayor. "If he cannot do our work, what do we lose? And if he does solve our problem, we can always say we have no money." The mayor was also a cheat. The Pied Piper was as good as his word. At daybreak the next day, the people were amazed to hear a haunting melody. But there was an even bigger surprise waiting for them. The rats came out of their holes in droves. They all followed the piper, dancing to his tune. As he went from street to street, more and more rats joined the procession. Some were large and some were small. Some were short, the others tall. With the rats, it was a free-for-all. The piper walked all around the town. By midday, he had covered all the streets. He then moved on towards the river. The number of rats had now swollen to thousands. They jostled each other in their effort to be closer to the piper. As he waded into the river, they followed him blindly. Before they knew it, the rats were all drowned. Even those that could swim were dulled by the piper's lullaby. Just one rat survived to tell the tale. The citizens were overwhelmed with joy. They showered the mayor with praises. "You have saved us all!" they exclaimed in unison. The mayor was basking in his own glory. "Let the celebrations begin," he ordered. People started singing and dancing. Just then, the piper entered the corporation hall. "May I now have my 50,000 gold coins, please?" The mayor stared at him as if surprised. 50,000 gold coins? We do not even have 5, he said. "Okay, pay me my 1,000 then," said the piper. "What? 1,000 gold coins for just playing a pipe? The councillors now joined in. A man like you in foolish clothing should be happy with 50 coins, said one. A nomad like you deserves no more than that, said another. The piper was enraged. You will regret your dishonesty, he promised. He turned back and walked away. We have saved 50,000 gold coins, the mayor guffawed. All the rats are dead and gone and cannot come back. Even their bodies have been swept away by the river current. That night, for the first time in years, the town was free from the rat menace. All the people slept soundly and peacefully. Nobody heard the thin strain of melody from the piper's pipe. As the piper moved along, little children alone heard him. They got up and came out, for they found his tune really enchanting. All of them danced along behind the piper. When the first of the citizens awoke, it was already too late. They were just in time to have a last look at all their children. The children were following the piper and were far away at the foot of a mountain. The piper played his pipe louder and the face of the mountain slid open like a door. He went right in, followed by the children. And then the door snapped shut. Only one small lame boy, Richard, was left outside as he could not dance along. He told the elders about what the piper had promised them. "Oh, how I miss all my friends," he exclaimed. The piper promised to take us away to a place where there would be no sloth or deceit, where we could be honest and count on the same from everyone. The whole town was in tears. They were ready to pay the piper anything if he only came back. Oh, how they wished they could have their children back.